And
there's nothing you can do about it. I know he's talked about like, oh, I'm going to be monitoring.
Yeah.
Like, how do you prove that? You know what I mean? Like, that's my big thing. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way to really prove that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, like,
I think it's just a scare tactic because
yeah,
he's gonna end up like finding teams and
you can do this, but let's say y'all could would y'all trade the 2 picks for Terry Hayward, PJ Washington, and Josh Richardson? I think you mean you can't. So I actually had somebody today, and I might actually do a video about it, maybe tomorrow or later tonight.
yes.
Somebody's asking me, is there a way that we could get like, you know, a 3-team deal like that worked out, or like Buddy Hield and Miles Turner? And there are ways that they could do it. Now, will teams play ball? That's a different discussion. But theoretically, yes. If we could get Terry Hayward, PJ, and Josh Richardson, I would give up both picks every day, including Sunday. But so like, give you a little insight is of the video. So like, there's a couple ways we could do it. So we could theoretically do the Pacers trade and do the Hornets trade. So let's say we took on Hayward, Oubre, and Terry Rozier, right? We wouldn't have to give up any draft picks because we're taking on $100 million in salary with Rozier, and we're taking on like $50 million in salary with Gordon Hayward. So we wouldn't have to give up any draft picks, right? Well, then we'd have both first-round picks. What we could do then is take like Kelly Oubre and what would it be? What was it? It would be like Kelly Oubre and maybe like Pat Bev.
Yeah.
And send them to the Pacers for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, because Buddy Hield and Miles Turner make like 36 million, I think, collectively, something like that. Where Kelly Oubre makes, I believe, 18 million, something off the top of my head, and then Beverly makes like 12 million. So you basically have 29 million with the 125% rule. You could get there. You may have to throw in like a winning Gabriel or something like that, which is fine because you'd have to unload guys anyway. So theoretically, you could end up with Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Buddy Hield, and Miles Turner in a 3-team deal. They would be 2 separate deals, but you could work it out to where it could be all 3. You might have to do the each Pacers deal individually. So you might have to do like one first and like Patrick Beverly for Buddy Hield, and then do a separate trade, kind of like what they were going to do with Utah, you know, where they did a separate trade for Patrick Beverly, and then they were going to do a separate trade for Russell Westbrook. Do the same thing.
Okay.
But theoretically speaking, not saying it will happen, but theoretically speaking, the Lakers could end up with all the good assets from the Hornets deal and all the good assets from the Pacers deal, and we basically just revamp your entire team. Is basically what it would be a complete roster haul. But I think I heard similar. Let's see.